Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now, live from the village right now. It is 8:33 in the PM right now. It is the 17th of February 2023 right now. I'm in London, England right now. It is game night right now. We're about to play Final Fantasy VII right now. About to enter into the golden saucer right now. Or is it the gold saucer right now? I forget if it's golden or gold. It doesn't matter, it's one of them. We're doing that right now. Wagwan people, Wagwan. Okay, let me switch over to this screen so y'all can see. Could chat for a little second while this game loads up. So yeah, it's Friday. About to play some games. About to play, well, a game. I might play another game later. We'll see how I'm feeling. Maybe play something different next week, I'm thinking at the moment. I haven't fully decided, but I am trying to make my way through Final Fantasy VII. This is a game that came out in 1997. I think I first started playing it in probably 98 or 99, and I didn't complete it. Got a corrupt save file. And then I tried it again some years later. I can't remember what happened there. I think I just didn't get very far for whatever reason. But I remember I got to the second disc. The first one I tried, I got to all the way to the second disc and I ended up getting a corrupt save file, and that's after hours of play. So now it is 2023. It is, what, 26 years after this game was initially released. Trying this again. Excuse me. And the plan is to actually get through it this time. So let's see here. Let me switch over to this screen. And y'all should be able to see, well, there we go. Y'all can see now. So let me go back into town. So I gotta go to the golden saucer, which is over here. If you even let me pass with the helmet. There we go. Gold saucer, not golden saucer. It actually is gold saucer. I got to the gold saucer already, actually, but I was kind of a bit tired when I got there. And you can save there, but you gotta get GP points. And I was like, I can't do that right now. I'm just too tired. So let me just come all the way back out and save where I don't need no GP points or nothing. Welcome to the gold saucer. Alright, so this is gold saucer. Let me I don't know if it matters a great deal, but for what it's worth. For what it's worth. Changed it on the title, the gold saucer. A single pass is 3,000 gil, or you can purchase a lifetime pass for 30,000 gil. Bruh, I do not have 30,000 gil. I'm not even sure if I have 3,000 right now. How much do I have? I've just got. Alright, let's just do this. If I leave the gold saucer, my ticket becomes invalid. So I've got to do whatever I'm trying to do in one take. GP can be redeemed at the games in Wonder Square and at the Chocobo races. Your GP limit is 10,000, so please be careful, mate. Please enjoy yourselves. So how do I get GP? I have done this before, but it was a while ago. I ain't no chairman. So just leave me alone. Just act normal when this happens. You think so? Of course. We're gonna go play. So play, mess around all you want. So I can only go with if I can only pick one person. Alright, let me stick with Eris. Oh wait, that was just back out, alright. Okay. The owner of the gold saucer. What is black materia? Only black materia I know is an album by Mega Ran. Yo, Lil Jakes. Wagwan. Wagwan Jacob. Lil Jake's in the place. Also, that's good to hear, man. Good to hear. Yeah, it is Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. My week has been. Oh, you know what? This is actually quite loud in my ears. Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me turn it down a bit. My week's been alright, you know. Let's see. Well, you know, doing the regular working stuff because, you know, got to pay bills and live and whatnot. Saving money for hopefully bigger things. Enough work for 3 days. Wait a minute, did you have time off before, or is this like another set of time off? Because I swear you haven't bare time off work. So you have, I feel by now you've had more time off work than on work. You know, like go off work for like 3 weeks, go back for 1 day, then go off work again for like 3 weeks, 3 more weeks. Like, hey, why not, man? Why not? Okay, how's Fallen Order coming along? I played the Jedi Knight. No, that's not it. I can't remember what it's called, but you know the first one they did? I played a bit of that. I didn't get along too well with it, to be honest with you. I didn't get along with too well. But yeah, no, it's been right. So yeah, I've been working on a video for the movie channel. Why Solo, a Star Wars story is trash. So I'm working on that. It was recorded, the audio's put together. Just need to add some visuals to it to finish it off. So hopefully that'll be done in maybe the next week or so. And yeah, that's pretty much been my week. Should hopefully be seeing Ant-Man tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. That's my work pattern. 7 on, 3 off, 7 on. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you do security. Yeah, I think I remember hearing that's how security works. Actually, yeah. How's that for you though? Like, is that or? It sounds like you had a productive week. I did okay. Nice security. Yeah, I did okay. I got a few things done. But yeah, I think I remember hearing that, like, one guy I used to know works in security, and I think for him he was doing like 12-hour shifts. But yeah, he would do like 7 days. I think like 7 days in a row. But then they'll have like, yeah, probably about the same, like 3-4 days off. I think it was, or something like that. Job suits me, yeah, because I got time to study and chill out at work. Oh, awesome. Study though, okay. What are you studying? I'm not sure. I knew you were studying actually. Sorry if you've mentioned that before. My bad. I'm sorry. What you studying? Yeah, I think that's the main thing though, that you find a shift pattern that works for you, because any job you do, any type of work you do, you're getting used no matter what. That's how that works. You are getting used, and that's fine as long as you're using it to your advantage as well. You know, like, I feel that's the biggest mistake that a lot of people make when it comes to getting a job. You know, like, they get the job and then they're not really figuring out how to, because of course you're going to get paid, that's a given, but it has to be more than just that. I feel like any job you do, no matter what it is, what you get out of it has to be more than just getting paid, you know. So it's like, for example, in your case, say it gives you time to do the things, you know, that you want to be doing during the day. And I feel you need more than just getting paid to do a job. You know, you need to be getting something out of it that benefits you. That otherwise, I feel like you just go crazy. To be honest, that's how I feel about it. So yeah. So yeah, that's a good one, boy. But it's nuts. Good to you can't fool me. Don't you ask me. A while back, a boy your age came in and asked me if I had black material. I thought you might know who he was, seeing as you're both about the same age. Did he happen to have a black cape? Why, yes indeed, and a tattoo on his hand that said 1. Where did he go? I might need to write this one down. I have no idea. I'll flip it now. Well then, well, guess I'm not writing anything down. I'll say stop by the battle arena if you like, boy. You'll probably like it. Many of my collections are on display there. Ha 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 ha. Wow. That's it. I've got very little responsibilities. That suits me. A life of little responsibility is a good life. At the very least, it's a chill life. Oh wait, I think I could get to anywhere from anywhere. So I could go to the station from here. First, I could have memorized the order it comes out, then guess on the attacks. Okay, that's probably for the battle arena or something, isn't it? I'm sorry, we're currently renovating. Please come again. Eesh. Ooh, this is scary. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the Ghost Hotel. For reservations, please step up to the counter. Yeah, but how's Jedi Fallen Order going? Can I talk to the ghosts? Guess not. I don't have no GP. Oh, wait. Oof. So how do I get GP then? Because I don't need to buy anything from the shop. I think I'm pretty much covered on, yeah. Sorry, but there's no show now. Ugh. Can I do anything in this place? You put on a really unusual show here, but not today, so come back again sometime and see it. Ugh. Yo, Brack Spivvy. Brack Spivvy in a place to bivvy. These guys want to. Oh, there you go. Brack Spivvy in a place to bivvy. What up, Brax? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. What's your problem, Cody? We want to be alone. Can't even walk up there. Alright, so now that we got a couple of yous in the chat, let me run something by you. Let me run something by you. Event Square. Did I go to Speed Square already? I think I did. I think I went to Speed Square. Okay. Oh, I was running around. Oh. It's alright, about to go to one of my barbers. Okay. getting that trim, that shape up. What are you looking so down for? How about it? Want me to read your fortune? A bright future, a happy future. But don't hold it against me if it doesn't come true. Oh, sorry. I'm a fortune telling machine. The name's Kate Sith. Room your capital was just in. Looks similar to the old music video Daddy DJ. The round yellow room. I'm not sure I know Daddy DJ, but alright. Let me select that. Sorry, Haze, I had to deal with something at work. Nah, it's all good, it's all good. But now that user's back, let me run this by you guys. So let me know what you think of this. So on Mondays, where we do the movie nights each week, right? As we're coming up to finishing Halloween series, maybe in a couple of weeks we'll get to the last one of Halloween ends. So the idea of doing TV shows has come up before, and I thought it was a good idea. And I think when we talked about it before, it was generally kind of considered a good idea. But I was kind of wondering for a while how exactly it can work, you know, with time and this, that, and the other. But I feel like I've got an idea of how we could incorporate TV shows into what we do on Mondays. So let me know what you think of this. Kind of it'd be like an alternate Mondays. So one week we'll do a movie, as we've been doing, like moving that one week, one Monday. Then the following Monday, we'll pick a TV series, and we'll watch, depending on how long the episodes are, we might watch, you know, 1 episode, 2, 3, 4 episodes, depending on how long they are. But we watch a few episodes of a TV show, and then next week we watch a movie. Following week, we watch the next set of episodes for that TV show, you know, and just kind of go like that. And I'm thinking that it'd be best to stick with, for the most part, maybe not entirely, but for the most part, with older TV shows that have already completed their entire run. That way, because with newer stuff, it's like, you know, everybody watches them, or people are in different places, and, you know, kind of stuff, all that kind of thing. So I feel like with possibly a few exceptions, mostly stick to older stuff. So we're talking about The Walking Dead the other day, so maybe something like that, or X-Files, you know, something like that, or maybe even or 24, you know, something like that, where we start right at the beginning, watch the first few episodes, movie next week, come back, watch the next few episodes, and just go until we get through the entire set of it, and then we do something else. So yeah, I don't know, let me know what you think of that. Yeah, getting that trim, getting that cut. That's well. It's a catchy party club song from the year 2000. You might or might not remember it. If I hear it, I might. If it was popular, I might have heard it. I just don't know what it is. But the name doesn't ring too many bells right now. Daddy DJ. I mean, if I have heard it, I can't think of it, but I don't think so. Oh man, it's good. Hey, that's a fantastic idea. I'm bored of that. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty much, I mean, I feel like at some point, eventually, I'd like to get to a point where we could do it on different days, like have one day for movies, another day for TV shows, and another day for gaming and things like that. At the moment, yeah, timings are, you know, trying to fit everything in can be a challenge. So since Monday evenings, we've been pretty consistent with. Yeah, I think that could work. So one week we do a movie, next week we continue, and we just like stay with that. So for example, if we do I'm not saying it's going to be 24, but if, for example, we start with 24, we'll just continue with 24 until at least get through the whole season of it. And then maybe we'll do another show, get through that season, and at some point maybe come back to 24. You know what I mean? That's something like that. So try and stick with the show at least for that whole season, then do something else, and then maybe come back to it, and then do another thing and come back. You know, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I reckon if you do, because I mean the movie nights, we usually pick movies at about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So depending on how long each episode is, different shows have different length episodes, right? But it might be that we'll do like 2 episodes, or maybe if they're shorter, might do 3 or 4 episodes, you know, or maybe some of the longer ones might just do 1 episode or something like that, and yeah. Like the alternating week thing, that way it won't be too much. Yeah, exactly. So like it kind of breaks it up a little bit as well. And I mean, I think to be fair, because still doing it that way means that it can take a while to get through a series, especially some of the older series where they're like 20-something episodes per season, right? So it can take a while to get through a season, but I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, back in the day, that's just how it was, right? Wasn't it? So if we could do like 2 episodes a week, oh, so 2 episodes every couple of weeks, then yeah, I think it could work. But yeah, glad you're liking it. But yeah, this coming Monday, it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I might do like a poll or something like that to decide which TV series start off with. I would say it's probably going to be something on Disney Plus though, because Disney Plus tend to have a lot of the cool older stuff like 24, like, you know, X-Files, like Walking Dead. So it's probably going to be something on Disney Plus. But yeah, I think I'll do a poll and we could decide which one to start with. Watching the episode is less tiresome, yeah. You know, we could talk about it as well, and we do the same sort of thing where, you know, do a countdown and press play. Do the same sort of thing with that, so we're all sort of relatively in the same place. But yeah, we could still talk about the show and that kind of thing, and yeah. This guy going to where Sephiroth is. Okay, the music ain't that long. It's cool. I have quite a short concentration span. Cool, so we just, yeah, go bit by bit, then we'd be alright. But yeah, was it DJ Daddy? I'm guessing it's like what, 2-3 minute song there, something like that. But yeah, what year was it again? 2000, you said, yeah. Time ago, man. Ordinary luck, it will be an active fortune. Give into the goodwill of others, and something big will happen after summer. Wait, hold on. Huh? Let me try again. What's he trying to tell me? The movie I have to watch in parts. Okay, what was that? So if it was like, I don't know, like a 3-hour movie, you'd watch it over like a, what, 3-4 day period or something like that? Forgetfulness, your luck. Yeah. Wait, give me another chance. Wait, let me try again. Daddy DJ, yeah, 2000. My concentration normally lasts for an hour, then my mind starts to drift. Yeah, I get that. I find sometimes, well, maybe sometimes, a lot of times, when I'm doing something like, for example, you know, I was saying I was working on that video for the channel, for the movie channel. So I'm editing the video, and I find that I can concentrate on it for like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then almost like clockwork, my mind starts to kind of drift, and I find myself getting distracted, and then you kind of have to pull yourself back out of it, like, no, concentrate. But yeah, I get that. I get that. Who's gonna come along with me? I'm coming with you, no matter what you say. All right. Well, guess we've got a new buddy now, huh? We got a new buddy. Yeah, break up 3-hour movie into hour segments. Have you seen the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League? Because that's nearly 4 hours. In fact, no, effects is actually longer than 4. It's like 4 hours and 15 minutes or something like that. I have to go to Wonder Square Games or Chocobo Races to get GP. They won't talk to me. Ugh. I need to find a Wonder Square in the GP. Round Square, Battle Square, Wonder Square. Okay, so I should be able to get some GP. Oh, this is Wonder Square. What did this guy say, actually? You can only get them from Wonder Square Games or at Chocobo Races. So this is Wonder Square right here, then. So is there a place I could go to? Oh, is it up here? Maybe. You have 0 GP. Ugh. Something mystery for 500 GP. Oh, so I gotta spend gil to play the game. Ah, oh, flipping out. You know what? I don't have. Oh, you serious? Did I just blow 200? Oh, flipping out. I just blew 200 gil. So, if I come out, flipping out, man, I won't be able to come back in because it was a one-off ticket. Which means I need to go out, get 3,000 gil, plus however many more, just to play some of these damn games. Oh my words, this is... Alright, let me try the Chocobo races. See if I can get something out of that. This is a nonsense, huh? This is a nonsense. 4 hours, wow, that would be impossible for me to watch in one sitting. For a movie, I would need a period of intermission. Yeah, it's just 4 hours straight. There's no there's no breaks. Well, not unless you pause it yourself, anyway. Pick which Chocobo will finish first and second here, and then buy the appropriate tickets. And if the ticket you purchase is a winner, you'll receive a ticket for an item that will be listed on the panel. You can exchange your ticket for item and GP at the exchange counter to the right of the entrance. You're on the outlet to see trainer booster. Oh yeah, I still need to get to that actually. 200 gil. Ugh, I don't have enough. Everything's 200 gil. So I'm gonna have to come out and, oh mate, because I only had just over 3,000 gil when I came here. Or do I? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna do a quick search now. It's on Amazon. Last I checked, but it's not it's not part of the service. It's like it's a premium movie on Amazon where you either buy or rent it. That's the only place. Well, it's just the only place, but that's the main place I've seen it. No, it's not him. They're all shot. Sephiroth would never use a gun. Would he not? A man with a gun on his arm. Uh-oh. Put it right there and stay quiet. Using free movie site. Okay. Well, in that case, it's probably a lot easier to find on one of those. Yo, what up, FG? FG in a place to be. Why are we running away when we didn't do nothing? I've not played Hogwarts. I've not played Hogwarts Legacy. No. I probably won't play it anytime soon, I imagine, just because it's rare I play games when they're new these days. And I'll say in general, I'm not massively interested in it. But that being said, it does look really cool from the trailers that I've seen, and it's definitely gotten a lot of good reviews on it. A lot of people saying it's an amazing game. So, you know, I mean, it could be on my list at some point, but yeah, I don't think I'll be playing it anytime soon. There's a bunch of games that I need to, well, I don't need to, but there's a bunch of stuff that I want to get through before I start thinking about that. One of the reasons, certainly not the only reason, but the main reason why, or one of the reasons why I mostly don't play new games these days is because there's so much old stuff that I haven't played. And now that I've got things like Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, it's just kind of like, why am I still spending money on newer games when I've got access to all these other games that I've still yet to get through? So yeah, I think I'm good for a minute. I mean, we'll see. There's other newer games I'd want to play before, like Hogwarts. But yeah, it looks really cool though, and definitely has some good reviews. So, have you played it? Has anybody played it? Yes, I found it. Okay. Okay, that's stack of games that I own that is still in the rough for real. Like, yeah. Like, I mean, for me, it's more stuff that I've bought on Steam that I haven't played. But yeah, I've definitely got a few physical copies of games that I bought and never actually play them. I either got them on sale or, you know, well, I mostly probably got them on sale, or maybe they're just like, just go and cheat or something, like, you know, something like that. And I bought them thinking, yeah, I'll buy it and I'll play it later. But yeah, you never did. So yeah. But life of a gamer, man. Life of a gamer. You buy so much stuff that you don't play it and forgetting about, like. But I nearly bought what's that game? Fallout 4. I nearly bought that game twice because I forgot that I had it. Like, I bought the game on Steam, and it was in my Steam library, and I ended up not playing it and forgot that I had it. Then one time I'm in a shop, like I think it was CEX. It doesn't matter, but yeah, I was in a shop and I was looking at the games there, and I picked up a Fallout 4, and I was like, yeah, I want to get this. It's a good price. I want to get this. And then I was walking. I was just about to get ready to walk to the counter. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think, did I? It took me a little minute. But I was like, I think I already bought this, actually. I think I already own this. But yeah, I damn near bought that game twice just because I forgot that I bought it. I'll watch it tonight. Awesome. That game is cheap. What, Hogwarts we're talking about? 2-hour movie max. I might have to watch in 2 settings. Yeah, watch an hour tonight, maybe an hour tomorrow. Oh, we fighting robots or something. Oh no, what's going on? One more to go. Gateway to heaven. I mean, that's a good thing, I guess, but pay for your crime below. Oh, Fallout shit. Oh, okay. Dead Space remake. Yeah, how's that going? Eris, you alright? Where are we? Desert prison, coral prison. A desert prison. Yeah. Natural prison in the middle of the desert, surrounded entirely by quicksand. I heard that once you get in, you never get out. But there was one special exception. Hey, Barrett. Barrett's here. Did you stay back? There's something I gotta deal with. Yeah, Dead Space looks pretty cool. The remake as well. I mean, the first one was pretty excellent. I don't know if I want to get. I mean, maybe eventually, but yeah, I'll say the remake's not fully on my radar, fully on my list. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like I want to actually complete Dead Space 3 before, which I never actually completed Dead Space 3. Kind of pissed me off eventually, actually. We gotta get out of here. We got to get out of here. Oh, here we go. We fighting now. Wait. Did that just give me health? I think they just gave me health. I'm alright. I like this enemy. Their attack was to give me health. You're gonna do a quick search. Welcome to Coral Prison, you know. The hell? Push. Hey, this could be so annoying sometimes, man, when you're trying to like select an enemy. Oh, okay. So if you don't beat them in time, they self-destruct and take off like a lot. Yeah, okay. Well. You're watching at your job. And then you might have to save 2 seconds. Yeah, I used to do that Oh wait, I think I remember this level actually. Ah, no. You go into the desert and it's like repeats itself like a million times or something. There you go. So this guy's just gonna follow me around then. Some of them never make it out. The best thing is to stay out of the desert entirely. Well, we're not going to do that, are we? We're not going to do that, are we? We're actually going to try and get into this desert so we can escape this whole thing. What's I say? Oh, yeah. So I used to do that. I used to work in a place. I was a caretaker at a school. And I used to bring my iPad in and just set it up and, you know, have it on and watch like shows and, you know, Netflix and stuff like that while in between, you know, jobs and stuff like that, right? And I don't remember which TV show it was. Well, I was watching one TV show that was on, and then as it was on, the one of the I guess it's I mean, let me just say boss, because it's an easy way of describing it. It wasn't actually my boss, but ultimately kind of sort of is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But one of the, you know, manager type people of the school come walking into the office, and he's got like some, you know, senior school board people with him. And so they come in and walk in, and right when they walk in, on the screen, on the TV, on the Netflix show that I was watching, there was a sex scene. And it wasn't nothing like too hardcore or not like that. It wasn't anything like that. But even still, it was kind of an awkward moment because I had to like turn it off real quick. And the dude just carried on, the manager guy, he just carried on like he like nothing happened. Didn't say anything, just carried on talking, showing around, do what you need to do, and then leaves. But then yeah, later on, I think maybe a couple of days later, it was kind of like someone was saying, yeah, be careful what you're watching on your on your iPad. It was like, okay. How it goes sometimes, man. It's how it goes. Hey, pick up for the likes, man. Just seeing those now. Is this guy just gonna follow me everywhere? Go southwest. What's out in the desert states? Oh, I need to write this down. Southwest. I mean, they said they're liars, so I don't know if this is good advice or not. Southwest, is that this way? Oh, is that? Okay. Oh, we're just getting into fights along the way. Yo, Ben! What up, Ben? Hey, been a while. I hope you had a good time in Pakistan. I did have a good time in Pakistan. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I went to Karachi, which is South Pakistan, and I was there for like 4 days, and yeah, I went to the beach, so I got to do that. Got to ride a camel, got to like a buggy type, go-kart type ride on the beach as well, which is pretty cool. Ate so many different places. Drank lots of coffee, and yeah, and it was definitely an interesting, very eye-opening trip. I would recommend it, but one of the things I'd say is that maybe check where you're booking, because I didn't do enough research on the hotel that I was booking, and to be fair, to be clear, they were fine. You know, I didn't have any issues with them. Well, not any major issues anyway. But it turned out that I ended up booking a hotel, which was a 1-star hotel, pretty much in the poor side of town, the poor side of Karachi. I don't know if it's the poorest side of Karachi, but certainly a poor side of Karachi. And that's, you know, by the by, that's, you know, I don't have an issue with that, so to speak. But yeah, it just meant that, mate, yeah, it was tough in terms of like, and this is gonna sound real selfish, and it kind of is. But yeah, because the poverty out there is on such a high level in some places. I mean, it's poverty everywhere, of course. Anywhere you go in the world, there's always gonna be poverty. That's the unfortunate truth. But some parts of the world, like, it's just on the next level, and the amount of like little kids that will come run up to you begging for money, and you might give some here and there, but then some that you maybe don't have, or you know, and then they're following you down the streets begging for money. Then they start crying, and I'm talking like kids, like 5, 6 years old, 7-year-old kids, and it's just crazy, like the homelessness. So yeah, I mean, I went because I wanted to. Well, the main reason I went is because I wanted to experience a culture that's very different to what I'm used to, and yeah, definitely got to do that. I definitely got to do that. It is a very different culture to what I'm used to. But yeah, I'd say I would recommend going, but yeah, maybe just double check which area you're booking your hotel in, and I mean, you're probably gonna come across, you know, poverty and that sort of stuff just anyway, but yeah, it might not be as prevalent if you would do a little research first. But yeah, it was but yeah, it was an interesting place, interesting trip, and I did have a good time. So yeah, appreciate you asking. somewhere you'd return to at some point? Must have been an eye opener with the poverty. Is it your worst ever hotel experience? Yeah, I think I mean, never say never. I would say I don't, strictly speaking, have any plans to go back. But yeah, never say never. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea, certainly. Worst experience? I mean, I'm gonna say no. I mean, put it this way. Like, I'm very simple when it comes to hotels, right? I'm very simple. If there's a lock on the door, I'm good. A lock on the door and a bed to sleep in, I'm good. This hotel, like, the water wasn't always warm when you're taking a shower. It wasn't freezing cold, but it wasn't warm. They didn't have carpet. They just had this kind of like not marble, but I don't know what the word is, but you know, like tile. Yeah, things like tile, like bathroom tiles. It was like that kind of material on the floor. So you couldn't really be barefoot. You had to make sure you got socks on, otherwise it's just cold to walk on the floor. And to be fair, with the hot water, it could be just that I didn't know how to work they had a room temperature thingy, air conditioner thingy. I couldn't figure out how to work it, so I don't know if that was broken or if I just didn't figure out how to work it. And then the last thing is that they don't keep, well, I guess they do keep records, but they don't keep like digital records. So when I was checking out, the guy was like counting how many days I was staying there, and then he was like, "Oh, that's 9,000 rupee." He's like trying to charge me for the trip, for the stay, and I was like, "Wait a minute, no, I've already paid." Like, I've already paid, and I just showed him my receipt, and then he had to call somebody, and we had to check like when it was booked, and then they had to go further back into these like just manual book records, and then they saw that, yeah, I've already paid, and I was like, all right, cool, that's not a problem. So they weren't trying to rip me off. They just, you know, if they had better record keeping, they would have seen I already paid right away without having to try and ask me for more money for something I already paid for. So yeah, it was more things like that. But yeah, not the worst experience in a hotel. I think that distinction goes to when I was in, I'm going to say Stockholm. When I was in Stockholm, this is maybe about 9 years ago. And I mean, the hotel's fine. Like I said, bed to sleep in, doors are locked, I'm good, right? And as far as that, I'm fine. So it's not like a massive complaint, but there was something that happened that I would say, for me, clearly puts it as a worst hotel experience. And that was the fact that they had shared showers, right? So you have your own room, right? But you share the shower with other people in the hotel, or at least other people on that floor. I ain't got a problem with that. You know, I've used shared showers before. I don't, you know, you go to a gym, you use a shower there. We're using school, shared showers. Workplace, when they've had shower. I don't have a problem with shared showers. That's fine with me. Here was a problem though. Here's the problem. I'm getting ready to go to the shower, so you know, I've got my, you know, my towel and everything else. Walking down to the walking through the corridor, and go to the shower room. I open the door, and I go inside, and inside the shower, on the floor of the shower, was just the biggest puddle of piss ever. Like, it was huge. Like you know, and look, I understand people pee in showers all the time. I get it. You have not been in a shower that somebody didn't pee in. It's life. I get it. However, what you don't know don't hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, when you go to a shower and, you know, it's clean, the fact that somebody might have pissed in it before, it's out of your mind. When you go to a shower and you actually see it, And not even like a little bit of pee, right? Not even just a little bit. It was like whoever pissed the shower, they must have been holding their pee for like 5 years or something, because it was just a huge puddle of piss in the shower. And I just looked at that thing, I was like, you know what? Nope. Just nope, 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 no. I walked down the corridor and I found another shower that they had there, and I used that instead. And even though like the next time I passed it by, they cleaned it out, their piss chat, it was all cleaned out. Even still, I was like, you know what? Just no. I once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And so yeah, I think that one thing puts that as the worst hotel experience. But other than that, it was alright. It was a decent enough place. But yeah, I think with Karachi, like, the hotel I stayed in Karachi, like, I didn't realize it was a 1-star hotel when I booked. So I was just looking at, cheap hotels, and because I don't want to spend too much money. And I don't know. I mean, if I'd have known, maybe I'd have still booked it anyway. To be honest, I don't always care too much for the star ratings. To be fair, and of course, like the star ratings they mean different things in different countries. You know what I mean? Like a 1-star rated in London is different from 1-star rated in, I don't know, like Japan. You know what I mean? It's just different in different countries. So I never paid too much attention to that. So yeah, maybe I would have booked it anyway. But now that I have done that, and now that I have had experience, I'd say, yeah, maybe just check a few things, and maybe go for something a little bit with a little bit more, better utilities. Also, another thing about Karachi as well, just Pakistan in general, really, is that it's a very cash-driven society. Like, you can use credit cards and debit cards in some places, literally some places, but vast majority of things is done by cash. So yeah, you carry around a lot of cash with. Well, you don't have to carry it around. Of course, you can leave it somewhere, like at your hotel. And if you're going to leave stuff in your hotel, I'll make sure you like take a lockbox with you and keep it locked up. So that sort of thing. But yeah, you pretty much, it's cash everything. Or at least most things. There you go, talk to me, huh? Oh, now you want to talk to me. Sweden's a country I've always wanted to visit. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, I went to Stockholm, yeah, like I say, about 7-8 years ago, give or take. And yeah, I liked it there. It's very much like London in many respects. I think the main difference is that there's a lot of water. So it's like lots of like these tiny little islands that all make up Stockholm. But yeah, no, it's a very interesting city. It's expensive. At least I thought it was expensive. I don't know. Maybe you might think different if you go, but I thought it was expensive. So I was like real stingy with like what I was buying. I was like, damn man, like that much for a sandwich? Shit, it's better last. It's just better last. But they have a museum. It's called a photographic museum, or Museum Photographique, I think. Anyway, it's a photographic museum, and that was a really interesting visit because, when you go in, you're just looking at different like photos taken over the years, and it's all displayed, right? But they would do things where how it's kind of put together. They would do things where they would have like a really calm, gentle, beautiful portrait, something really innocent, sweet, that kind of thing, right? And right next to that, as you walk in, right next to that, it would be like, a simulated rape scene in a photograph. And it would just have that kind of juxtaposition, just, pretty much throughout. the museum where it's just like real calm, beautiful stuff. They're like something violent, something, you know, that's like really shocking. So yeah, you very much get that jarred senses type feeling. You don't seem to understand how things work around here. This is the cold source's garbage dump, and that makes all of your scrubs. The only way to get back up there is to win the Chocobo race. But it's not as easy as you rookies think. Of course, if you got the boss's permission, it'd be a different story, but you'll never get that. Ha 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 ha. So I need to win a Chocobo race to get back up. But it's not as easy as I think. But how easy do I think it is? Oh, you know what? Oh, is he disappearing? Flipping out, man. These thieves, though. I don't know how to attack. What, got no it? Got no money, good nothing. Oh, we found Barrett. The photography museum certainly sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out. So I eventually go Sweden. Have you more holidays planned? We'll be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, Brax be there, and a place to be there. Yeah, I do have more holidays planned. But yeah, literally just planned right now. Nothing's been booked or anything. But yeah, my next trip, I want to go to Amsterdam, hopefully this year. One of my goals for this year is to travel to at least 3 different cities. I've already been to 1, right? So 2 more to go. And the way I'm thinking I want to do this one is to first go to Paris, and then from Paris go to Amsterdam. Because I think with Paris, I'd only want to be there for like a day, or maybe not even the whole day, like maybe half a day. Check a few sites, take a few pictures, and then kind of move on. So I'm thinking like to do like the Eurostar into Paris, and then from Paris I can travel to Amsterdam, and then Amsterdam's like the main thing I want to do. And then possibly depending on like money and stuff like that, might go from Amsterdam to Copenhagen. And again, Copenhagen I've been to before. It was years ago though, but I've been there before. So I feel like with Copenhagen, yeah, like half a day, a day. I won't not enough to I won't be there long enough to book a hotel, just to kind of go there because I haven't been there for such a long time. And then from Copenhagen come back. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of how to do it. And I reckon I can probably do that because I only have a hotel. I'd only need to book a hotel for Amsterdam, like Paris and Copenhagen. Let me just be just there, just kind of be around town, and then just travel back from there. So, but yeah, that won't be for maybe it probably won't be this summer actually, because I think summer travels are quite expensive. So maybe like September or something like that. I might try and see if I could do it by then. But yeah, that's the plan. That's a plan. Then we just want to talk. You understand if you just hear us out. Don't want none of y'all to get involved. But I just go around killing fools. That's it's too dangerous. I can't let you get involved. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we're already involved in this. We saw you and hurried here, so come on, Barrett, just tell us what's going on. Nice. I had one of my bizarre hotel experiences in Amsterdam. When in September 2005, West Copenhagen, did you also go across the bridge to Malmo? I don't think so. I mean, I don't remember a lot from the trip, to be honest, because it was like 1996, I think I went, and it was a school trip where we mostly stayed in another city in Denmark. Not even a city, actually, it's a town. I don't remember the name of the town anymore, but I think it began with a J. But yeah, we stayed in this small town in Denmark. But then there was like a one day, we had like a day trip to Copenhagen and went back to this small town. So yeah, I don't think we did any bridge crossing, but we just stayed in Copenhagen for maybe a few hours, and then got back on a coach and then went back to this town that we're staying in. It was like one of these kind of school trips where their school comes over to London, and our school went over to to there. It was like that. It was a cool trip. It was like the first time, I've been abroad without my parents, So that was, I think for a lot of us, actually, it would be the first time that we went abroad without our parents at that time. But yeah, I remember going to Copenhagen. I remember being around town and seeing a few things. But yeah, I don't think we crossed any bridges. And if we did, then yeah, I don't remember. But what was your bizarre hotel experience in Amsterdam? Another man that got a gun, grafted into one of his arms. It was 4 years ago. Oh, Barrett's got a history. I remember. I was on my way home from visiting. Come quick, the village is being attacked. What? Oh, they just set the place on fire. What the hell happened? It's not over yet. Waiting, let's go back to the village. This is the village. Oh, they're just making him dance. How are you missing Barrett from there before those guns, though? Can't lie, this guy's worse aims than stormtroopers. Yeah, exactly. You can shoot all day, never hit them with aim. Like, exactly. How are you still missing? Scarlet. Still missing. Well, finally got a shot on. I'm also playing some old school games. Also, I'm playing Strider and Shinobi. Oh yeah, I remember Shinobi. Yeah, Shinobi is old school. I don't remember Strider, but I definitely remember Shinobi. I remember Shinobi. Man, that's like 90s, like 80s, 90s. What was that? Not Super NES. Just regular NES actually, wasn't it? It's like regular NES, not even Super NES, like regular NES, like ordinary NES. Ended up staying in a place called Amstel Bottle, which was a floating hotel. Floating hotel, okay. Close to Amsterdam Central Station. They had a place stunk of weeds. They also had X-rated shows on TV 24/7. Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. 24/7. Guess it's well. I mean, I knew it was a liberal city. I knew it was a very liberal city. Yeah, I guess it's a bit more liberal than I thought. 24/7. All right. So if I do get to go to Amsterdam, it would mean that, oh snap! It would mean that but you know, let me leave this off. Actually, it's just getting in the way. Hopefully, it's not popping too much. But let me know if there's too many popping noises coming through. Yeah, if I do get to go to Amsterdam, then that would mean that I would have been to one of the most conservative cities in the world and one of the most liberal cities in the world in 1 year. So yeah, but definitely a range of cultural experiences, I think, if I do manage to get to go. 24/7 though, raw. Maybe that's why Dutch people are so hard. People on boats are going past and staring into your windows. Or just staring like it's the thing to do. Okay. That's mad though, a floating hotel. So what is it? Is the hotel like on a river, or how's that work? Or is it like a ship? Because I guess you could have, I guess I've seen like ships that have been converted into hotels and they're just like having docks and they never actually go anywhere because they're just kind of docked by the, well, docked, you know. But yeah, it'd be like a ship that's been converted into a hotel and it just stays docked, so you can kind of go in and, you know, you have rooms like you would on the ships have just have rooms anyway, right? So you kind of, it's like that. Is that what it is, or is it something else? Because I'm playing GTA Vice City. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's my favorite GTA game, man, Vice City. I ain't played it for a good long minute now, but that is my favorite GTA game. GTA 4, not so much, but GTA Vice City, yeah. PlayStation on this rider. In the arcades, I'm showing my age now. Yeah, the arcades though. Yeah. Well, them money suckers though, innit? Listen, arcades. Okay, we're about the same age, so you might remember this when arcades were like 30p a credit, 50p for 2 credits. Remember that? 30p for 1 credit, 50p for 2 credits. Man, I spent too much time in the arcades back in the day, man. Too much time bunking off school, going to the arcades. Bruh. Had one friend who stole money from his mum. He stole like £70 from his mum's wallet, something like that. And he was like, yo, look what I got. Yeah, we just bunked off school and went to the arcades and just spent on like games and chips. Not that I'd recommend you steal money from your parents, by the way, or bunk off school. It's not a good thing. I'm just saying it's something that happened. This page, yeah, going to them this summer. Yeah, Jacob heard about a 24-hour X-rated TV. He's like, yeah, I want to go Amsterdam. I sold it for Jake's. 24-hour X-rated TV. Let me get my ticket ready. Let me get my ticket. Just bear in mind, Jacob, you can't carry more than 100 milliliters of lotion on a plane. Never rules. You might need to you might need to buy some more when you get to Amsterdam. You're saying something to keep in mind. Money for lotion. Yeah, there are rooms and boards, a bow, and on the IJ, and DSM, Wharf in Amsterdam. Okay, are those places like IJ and DSM? Amsterdam was in the news recently, actually. Smoking cannabis on the streets in Amsterdam. That this was going to be illegal. Yeah, I think I did hear something like that, actually, but I heard that it's more to do with tourists not being able to. I mean, to be honest, I'm not looking to get weed anyway. My weed smoking days are long behind me, but yeah, I did hear that it was going to be made illegal for. I thought it was going to be just tourists, but I guess it's apparently everybody, or maybe it's just certain areas where like, nah, we gotta calm this down. It's addictive. I stole money from my mom. I'm so proud of off. Yeah. It was that time, man. Like what, early mid 90s. It was that time. Hopefully hopefully you slid that money back into a purse at some point. And if you haven't, then wow. That money that you took, just slide it back into the wallet. Maybe double it if you can. Just slide it back into a wallet, into a purse. Don't say nothing, just slide it back in. Oh, come back cross-eyed. Cross-eyed with friction burns. City Council also announced that restaurants and bars would have to close by 2 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, and no new visitors would be allowed into the old city districts after 1 a.m. That's interesting. I mean, I wonder how they're going to enforce that law, though. Are they just like, how they know who's the new guys and who are they just going to keep tabs on everybody? Hey, maybe it's not so liberal after all. Sounds like they're going to start to interesting come to effect from mid-May and aim to improve the ability for residents everyone complained of disruption caused by tourists. I saw some tourists that mess up everything, isn't it? I mean, I know I would be a tourist, but still, saw some tourists that mess up anything. Braxton's back. More than paid her back over the years, trust me. Oh, that's good. That's good. Arcades were as things that's correct to me back in the day. Used to think about arcades more than girls. Oh, boy. Not even a joke. Not even a joke, man. The amount of times that, yeah, like bunking off school, go arcades or just playing video games and bruh. There was one place, it was a chip shop near my school where they had this arcade machine in the chip shop, and we'll go there like any chance we got, lunch break, whatever kind of break, we'll just be there, and it'd be a bunch of kids, just big kids, just hanging around this chip shop trying to play the arcades, right? But the thing is, we're all there for the arcade machines. He had one arcade machine in that shop, just one, and we're all there for that. It's crowded around the shop. Nobody bought his food. well, maybe not nobody, but you know, pretty much hardly anybody bought his food. And there was a rumor, I don't know if this is true or not, but there was a rumor that, you know, pigeons flew in the shop and like shit all over his chip fryer and he didn't clean it, you know, stuff like that. So nobody bought his food. It was just all crowded around this arcade machine. Like, so there's bare people in the shop, and it was a small shop as well. So there'd be bare people in the shop. Just all crowded around this arcade machine. People just spilled outside the shop, just waiting their turn. Nobody bought his food, and this guy got so pissed off that nobody was buying his food that eventually he got rid of the arcade machine. Right, he just got rid of it, and so people just stopped going there. And then, like 3-4 months later, that shop closed down. Like, no joke, that shop was closed down. Nobody bought his food. He got rid of his, I don't know if it was his sole income, but certainly his main source of income. He just got rid of it because nobody was buying his food. And then that shop closed down like 3-4 months later. Well, to be honest, I can't remember if it was exactly 3-4 months, but certainly it wasn't long anyway. It might not have been 3-4 months, but it certainly was not a long time. Whatever it was not a long time. I might be misremembering, to be fair, because we are talking about, like, you know, more than 20 years ago now at this point. More than 30 years ago, I think, at this point, actually. Damn. So yeah, maybe I misremembered a little bit, but it was not a long time before that shop closed down. You playing some old-time bangers in the shop? Is there? I bet you had more from his arcade from you. He definitely did. I'm pretty certain he did. Yeah. That's fine. He was annoyed. He went to the trouble of preparing his food every day. Yeah, just had it there. Nobody's buying it. I think I did have his chips once, actually. I think it was that time that my friend stole money and we went to that, because I know that's a shop that we went to, and I'm pretty sure we had some chips then. And that's probably like the only time, or certainly one of very few times that I ate the food there. But I remember one time I did something, and this is not something I'm particularly proud of either. Not one of my proud moments for sure. But I got dares to do this, and that's no excuse, but it's just to let you know what happened. But I got dares to go into that shop, ask for some food like chips and whatever else, right? And then when he's about to serve it to me, just tell the guy, no, I ain't buying your, you know, food, bird shit all over it, something like that, and walk out. And I got dares to do that, and I did it. I walked in there, ordered some food. I can't remember what I ordered. It was like, you know, chips, something else, maybe a burger. I can't remember. But yeah, right when he's getting ready to serve it to me, I'm like, no, I ain't buying your shitty food. And what's out the shop? And yeah, that's not cool. Don't do that sort of stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys don't do that. I'm sure you guys don't do that. But anybody listening, that is not a cool thing to do, because whether you like somebody, if you don't like somebody's food, of course you don't have to eat there, but when you do stuff like that, it's such it puts them out financially, because they've literally made something that they can't give to anybody else. It's wasted. It's a waste of food. It's a waste of resources. It costs people money, and it's just not cool. You know, it's such a huge waste on things. If you don't want to eat somewhere, just don't eat there. You know, you don't need to be wasting people's time getting them to make food and walking out the shop and custom it. Nah, that's not cool at all. That's a silly, stupid thing to do. I used to knock the arcade with a cooker clicker. A cooker clicker? Okay, I don't know if I know that. No, that. What's that mean? Is that like a trick to get money out of it or something? Or I'm not sure I get a cookie clicker. And this awful chip shop my friend and I went to in London. It was called Ilderton Cafe in South Bermondsey. Bermondsey! And I used to stick 5p with a 1p is about the weight of a 20p and knock the, oh, I see, like a, gotcha. These all kinds of scams. Page free credit. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I don't know if I don't think we did. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel like I don't know if I heard of that trick specifically. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard of phrase cookie clicker before, but I feel like I remember something about like a string attached to some coins, and then put the coins in and then try to yank it out at the right moment or something. And I don't think it worked. I don't think it, not the way we're doing it, at least anyway. I don't think it works, but I feel like I do remember something like that. And you click the section where you insert the money you would get for your credit. From South London, I was well naughty back today. From the streets. From the streets. Yeah, did we do any scams on the arcades? I'm not sure. Cause I feel like I think I remember that one about a string, but I'm pretty sure I don't remember it working. I'm not sure if we ever tried to pull another scam. I mean, we did loads of scams, but on the arcade specifically, I'm not sure I remember doing too many scams on the arcades. Actually, that might have been the one thing that I was actually given genuine money to, although all that time. The one thing was actually putting actual real money in. Well, that and, you know, video games in general, but yeah. Damn. Yo, what up, Mr. Man? Mr. Man, the man. I remember the old vending machines at my school, and half the time you'd put money in and a food drink would get stuck. Oh yeah. We'd have to rock it, and yeah, you'd be like, but you gotta be careful you don't knock it over though. You gotta be so careful that you don't knock it, that you don't rock it too far. It just hoping it just falls on you. Just be like, put your foot down at the bottom and try and tilt it a little bit, then put it back. I would knock the 10p machines there. The gypsies were not happy about that. And I've done that. When I used to go to the fairgrounds, I would check those money machines. Australian. And we got caught by travelers running it. Oof, chasing you down the streets. Yeah, remember there was like all kinds of rumors about like the gypsy community when I was a kid. So like, I mean, I don't know if they're true or not, because I guess in the end I never researched it, even till now. So it's not something I've really looked into. But yeah, we'd hear all kinds of rumors about sort of the gypsy community. So like, bare times when you see one, you just like do all you can to not piss him off, because it was like, man, I ain't trying to get no curse put on me or nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, you'd hear like stuff like, oh, if you do this, they'll do that, and you know they'll curse you if it's like, all right, let me not play around too much. Let me not play around too much. Check Corsair roads. That's true. I don't think I heard that rumor, but damn, is that true? Yeah. Damn. That's Boy, they need to be taken off the streets for that. Unfair come around. Yeah, that was well, just I guess a few that in the area my school was in. I assume they live nearby, because you'll see them just around from time to time. But I feel like they just from what I can remember, I think they pretty much just kept themselves to themselves. And like I say, there were so many rumors going around. I know that I didn't try to interact with them just based on that. I know it's an ignorant thing to say, but I mean, look, teenage years. So yeah, we're all ignorant back then. I'm sure. Hopefully, well, I don't know. Hopefully, they were nice. They're at least mostly nice people. I wouldn't know. Freeway Mars official arm. And got this gun grafted in. Good new right arm to get revenge on the Shinra who took everything away. Man, you got the same operation as me, but his was the left arm. The time's injury was the same as yours, right? Yeah, that's right. He was deceived by the Shinra too. Probably join us to fight against the Shinra. And beyond it, I gotta apologize to Don before I can rest in peace. And that's why I gotta go alone. But yeah. Life, man. Life lessons. I feel like school days, you know, maybe you don't really realize it at the time, but certainly like when you come out of school and you kind of think back of it, there's a lot of lessons you learn from, you know, being in school and that whole period, and stuff that you don't even realize you're learning at the time. SBLV2? Did I miss something? Which is that a game? Ish. All right then. Empty. Still gotta get out of this place, Ace. Let's talk to my niece through her first fight. Me, obviously. That's my other girl's friend, her, and I said that's why we had you kickboxing for the last 4 years, so you don't have to worry. Now it's happened, so she's happy. That's awesome. Good thing she's okay. But yeah, man, it's a good idea to learn the self-defenses, you know, because you never know. You never know when you're gonna need to defend yourself, literally. Back in the day, we didn't learn martial arts. We're just too egotistical. We're just like, no, I could take anybody. Yeah, that's not true. That's not true. Most people would probably kick your ass if, you know. But yeah, it's good to learn these things. Super Bowl. Right. I was wondering what that was as well, by the way. Super Bowl. Super Bowl 57. Any plans to do live streams more often? Haze, I always enjoy hanging out in them, even if it's just a chill out stream along with Monday movie nights and Friday night gaming. I would like to eventually get to a point where I can do live streams more days of the week. It might be a good while before that sort of thing could happen. However, we were just talking a little bit earlier today about the Monday movie nights, and be a slight change to that. So it'd be alternating between movies and TV show, where we watch a movie one week, next week we'll watch like, you know, 2-3 episodes or whatever of a TV show, then watch another movie the following week, then the next week watch the next set of episodes for that TV show, and you know, kind of do that. But yeah, I think eventually, hopefully, God willing, one day I'll be able to live stream on more days during the week. But yeah, with you know, work and, you know, some other stuff that I do, and just trying to balance it all out, it doesn't seem too feasible right now. But yeah, never say never. Never say never. The martial arts was watching. Oh, for real. For real. You watch your kung fu movie, you just think you know all the moves. Like, wah, wah, wah. Damn, man. Bare times. I think it was like after I watched Karate Kid or something, like, man's trying to like fly kick the light switch, you know what I mean? Bruh. And do you think Aaron Rodgers will go to the Jets? Nice. Sounds good, Haze. I think it's supposed to get more stream eventually. Indeed. I do occasionally, if I can, do like an impromptu live stream, usually from my car. Like at times where, you know, I could spare like an hour or something like that and just like drop a live stream from the car. But yeah, those unplanned, just because it depends on, you know, where I am, if I have time, and etc, etc, etc. I like this enemy. He gives me health. Excuse me. So I was kind of wandering around this place, like, He's gonna make up for whatever he took from me. I'm not sure what he took, but he took something. Oof. Got no gil, man. Damn it. Okay. This one's been shot too. Attack from both sides. I went to the wrong one. That's the thing about this camera angle. It makes it difficult to know he's selecting sometimes. Like, wait, just spins the angle around. I was like, yo, come on, man. You can throw a bullet pass. I did not play that, no. Ush. No, I mean, it's a game that I know of. Oh, why you... Shit. Damn it. From New York, New Jersey, much from London, a bit. Yeah, Chocolate London, like me, I felt so much. I think NFL is I don't want to say it's big in London, but yeah, that's but these random attacks can be so annoying at times, man. Like, bloody hell, man, I don't need these guys on me like that. Ah. Shoot, shoot, shoot. He's making me do stuff like Final Fantasy. And play that thing. Hey, go for it, man. Go for it. Go for it. This is a game that has haunted me for many years. It came out in 1997. The boss was really in a bad mood today, or was it one of his better days? If you get lost in the desert, just keep going northeast. If you're lucky, you'll make it back here. Northeast. I just downloaded Undisputed on Steam. Runs terribly on my PC. Undisputed. Is that? Oh, that's a UFC game, isn't it? Max is on. Now he is there entertaining a chick or something. Brax is well, you just got his like fresh trim. I reckon Brax, you won't say it, but I reckon Brax, yeah, he just might be sweet on a girl. Getting trimmed up, getting freshed out. Yeah, I reckon Brax might be sweet on somebody. You don't want to say it. It's all good, I get it. You know, sometimes you want to keep these things secret. I get it, it's cool. But yeah. Brax has got a little sweet thing going. Because I need to go to Amsterdam for TV. I'm a massive Boxer fan, and I was so looking forward to playing Undisputed. Hey, oh, it's a boxing game, okay. Jacob just annoying on my PC. That sucks though, isn't it? When you get a game and it doesn't run so well. Stay at the shop. Alright. Well, hopefully you're not at the shop so long you miss your date. Because that would suck. Yeah, it's a good boxing game. Northeast. But you could get lost in this thing. It's just the same. Oh, mate, now I've got Deal with this. Oh wait, did I just... I think I just... used the wrong spell. Ish. Used the wrong spell, just gave him some health. I don't want to do that. Oh, come on, man. Oh, there we go. As soon as I'm all together, I'll step back into dating game. Alright, well, bit by bit, get your hair did, get your game right, and do what you gotta do. Is it improved? Looks like it plays well, smooth, about 20% more realistic than Fight Night. So not too bad. After waiting for so long, I'm happy we have something. Gotta be patient for once and wait till we iron out all the glitches and bugs. Is it on PlayStation 4 Undisputed, or is it just PC and next gen only? There's like a way you're supposed to go. But, I don't remember what it is. Okay, guess I found something though. Ish. It's PC. Oh, okay, PC. It's a PC thing. Ugh. Shouldn't have used the Oh, that took off way too much. They haven't released a decent boxing game title in over a decade. Damn, man. I got a force here for my Steam Deck, but I saw the reviews and got a hold off for now. Yeah, Fight Night when that came out was pretty cool actually. I remember playing that back in the day. But yeah, I guess the formula of it kind of just kind of ran dry a little bit. found something. You found Dine. Is Dine undying though? It's limping. What's happened to Dine though? Why you want to kill people who ain't even involved? Why? I could have bought from a Steam Deck on a whole lot of boxing is obviously a very popular sport, so I couldn't understand why they took like over a decade to release a decent boxing title. So I guess it was difficult to get right because I mean, remember with Fight Night that was pretty sick, but then what? Fight Night round 2, round 3. I guess it was just more of the same and people were bored of it by then, and maybe they're just trying to figure out how to do something new and fresh. I don't know, maybe. Jacob, it made me sick. I thought it had something to do with UFC, but I think getting all these boxes to sign on was hard as well. Okay, so individual contracts. Oh yeah, between games the piss take. I think at that point you're just serving a whole new generation of gamers. Finances were probably asking for same money for image rights. If you was a boxer, how much would you want from EA to be in the game? If you was a top boxer, like if you was a top world famous champion boxer, and EA came to you and said, "Yeah, we want you in our next boxing game," how much are you charging for that? So I want to destroy everything. The people in this city. This city itself. The whole world. I got nothing left in this world. Coral, Eleanor, Marlene. Marlene is still alive. Nani? I went back into town. I thought she was gone for sure. I wandered around town for a while. That's when I found her. Found Marlene. UFC, karate, fencing, wrestling are my top favorites. WWE, Brexit, not just the games. Both. Allowed for profit share. All 500,000 flat fee. That's if it was Mayweather level. I mean, that seems reasonable. I mean, I'm not sure how much money they have to round to play with, but yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. So Brax, I ain't know you watch WWE, or maybe I did know. My bad if I did know. Yeah, you guys watch it recently? Did you watch new WWE like Roman Reigns and who else is there? I don't know. I don't really see it too much these days myself, actually. But I used to watch WWE a lot up until maybe a few years back. So a lot of the new stuff happening now, I'm not too familiar with. I know there's like something to do with Roman Reigns and was it acknowledge me, head of the table, and that kind of thing, but I don't know too many specifics. But yeah, I still consider myself to be like a fan of WWE, just a fan that doesn't really watch it very often. I might try and get WrestleMania though, see if I can understand what's going on. Chamber this weekend. He's not. Damn. Oosh. He was probably asking for ridiculous money. That's what they call him, Money Mayweather. Man, I guess you and me gotta fight. What? And that's all by herself. I gotta take care of Marlene. I gotta take Marlene to her. Crazy. He wants to see her mom, don't she? Stop dying. I can't die yet. Oh yeah. Well, my life's been over ever since then. Oof. Now there's not even Klitschko's, David Hay, Eubank. Loads of fighters missing. Is it one of those things where, like, you know, instead of Floyd Mayweather, they've got like, you know, Lloyd Good Summer or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, they do that sort of thing. Or instead of Chris Eubank, they've got, I don't know, like Cliff No Thanks or something, you know. Oh. It's Barrett on his own. Oh. Oh, that was wasted. Need to put my health up though. High potion. Yeah, there we go. Big shot. There you go. I need to do another high potion actually. Oof. How much this is? Ish. Oh, did I finish him off? Alright, cool. Silver omelette. There you go. Took him out. A few days ago, and I only matched quick fire option, not even an online fight yet. Didn't see customization options. Sounds like an incomplete game. It's crazy world, even me. Marlene, what's gonna happen to her? Think about Barrett. How old was Marlene back then? Even if I did go see her, she wouldn't even know me. Oof. And what small Barrett? My hands are too stains to carry her anymore. Too many men died. Do we be bringing money back to the OT? Yes. 25 money in the bank marks the first of the premium level event held in London in over 2 decades. Yes, that's right. Yeah. They've done like a few events over here. Like I think they've done some Raws and SmackDowns and some pay-per-views that didn't. Yeah, but it's been a long time since they've done like a proper actual event that actually is in line with their televised storylines. They've done stuff like like Battle in Britain or whatever, where nobody wins any titles, or if there is a title change, it's quickly given back, and silly stuff like that. But it'd be cool if they ever did like a WrestleMania over here. I think that'd be awesome. Brax looks like boxers or something. Oh, who are those guys, Brax? Okay, they're boxers. Okay. Oh, what's he doing? Oh. Dying, just died. Vasil Manechko. That'd be amazing. They held SummerSlam at Wembley Stadium back in 1992, but WrestleMania in the UK would be for sure. Yeah, that SummerSlam they did in '92. That was with Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. I think that's the one anyway. I think that's the one. Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez at SummerSlam '92. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. That might have been No, I think that might have been a WrestleMania. I think Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez might have been WrestleMania actually. But yeah, there definitely wasn't Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. I can't remember if it was SummerSlam or WrestleMania. I think it might have been WrestleMania. Disgrace. Gotta get the boss's permission, then win the chocobo. Can't speak. Got this instead. Or you're holding that thing. So now instead, maybe now the place will calm down a little. I didn't care who anyone you think so, sir? And will you get us out of here? Oh man, you guys are mistaken. I already told you there's only one way to get out of here. That's to win a chocobo race. That's hell up there in the gold saucer. And only one racer can go up at a time. Say what? Oh, they're making up the rules as they go along now, aren't they? Gosh. Connor Ben, is that Nigel Ben's son? It's over 2 nights now. You should totally live stream for it. Yeah, that's right. Because I think they've been doing it for the last few years. There was it 2-night WrestleManias, maybe more than a few years now. But yeah, it's like night 1, night 2, like 2-3 hours each. Can you believe WrestleMania was like the first WrestleMania was just like 2 hours long? The first WrestleMania was like 2 hours long, and that was it. That was it. Now it's like, then they were like 3-4 hours, and now they're doing it over 2 nights. It's like, bruh, just watch 10 years from now, WrestleMania be a whole week. Be a whole week. Deontay Wilder. Till this day. Till this day. No Mike Tyson, no George Foreman. Ugh, mate. All the gay receipts, money talks, and they don't have Mike Tyson, but do they have actually, I can't think of anything witty to say. I was trying to think of a witty joke. Off-brand Mike Tyson. Catchphrase a couple of years back. Not included right now. What's the point of buying it seriously? Yeah. Yeah, that was like a meme going around with the whole till this day. But I don't know, Deontay Wilder though, I mean, well, he's lost to Fury twice. Came with a whole bunch of excuses. And then he lost it, he lost it, came with a whole bunch of excuses and lost again. And just came with more excuses, and it's like, bruh. What's he doing in this prison? She looks so prim and proper. He said, I don't have any YouTube box. They got Moss. Okay, they got Moss channel. I don't know. Do they have the YouTube boxers in there? Is Logan Paul in that game? And KSI and Jake Paul. And all those like basketball players that became boxers for the day to fight Jake Paul. Are they in it? Esther. That's his name in a little while. Well, yeah, old school box, isn't it? No Anthony Joshua, Dylan White. Even if there's movie these days. Gotta learn how to ride a chocobo. Fury's in it. Okay. Ali is in it. Yeah. But Ali and no George Foreman though. Come on now. Come on now. No Holyfield. Oof. Oof. Better be careful, man. Tide is kind of creeping up. often time to buy it. Well, if it's just Muhammad Ali, it's like cool, but I mean, you're one, just one good boxer in there. But everyone else is off-brand. Like, come on now. Movie nights. Sometimes have TV shows, etc. Can I request you cover one pay-per-view? I'd love to see your reaction to WrestleMania 17 from 2001. I've probably seen that already, you know, but I mean, yeah. Might have to plan that one out though, because I feel like those WrestleManias were like 3-4 hours or something like that. But I think I might have seen that, you know, because is that the one with The Rock and no, wait, yeah, I think that was the one with The Rock and flipping out, Hulk Hogan. If that's the one, The Rock and Hulk Hogan, then yeah, I've seen it. I mean, I'm sure I've forgotten a lot about that by this point, but alright, that was the greatest PPV. Had Rock versus Austin, Triple H versus Undertaker. Okay, maybe not the one I was thinking of. That was I was the following year. Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, I would have still seen it. But yeah, it's been a long time, so I'm sure I've forgotten a lot about what happened in that pay-per-view. But I would have watched it back then, but probably haven't seen it since then. So yeah, that's something that would be done. I mean, you have to look at. I guess you can get like the WWE Network for a month, and just get that and look up that pay-per-view. But yeah, they have to kind of plan out the day, because if it's gonna be like a 3-4 hour thing, then yeah, I might have to start real early, something like that. Just pick a day where we can start early and do something like that. But yeah, that's something that could be done. Yeah, I love that. So good. But yeah, I would say Rock versus Hogan is probably my favorite ever wrestling match. And was that WrestleMania 18? Okay, yeah. That's probably my favorite ever wrestling match for a lot of reasons. I feel like that, for me, just epitomized everything about sports entertainment. You know, of course, it's like, you know, there's a wrestling side to it, the entertainment side to it, the drama side to it. It just did everything well. And not just the match, of course, the build up to the match that goes in a long way into the match and how you feel about the match. The fact that everybody went in there as a Rock fan cheering the Rock, and by the end of it, everybody was like cheering for Hulk Hogan, because like Hulkamania just ran right through. And it was, even though I'm watching it on TV, right? You know, I'm watching it on television. It was like just it felt like I was there, right? You know what I mean? It's a close. I feel like just that the atmosphere of what he was watching, it was like the closest you could feel to just being there without actually being there. But yeah, that Rock versus Hogan is, yeah, that's my favorite ever wrestling match. There's been plenty of great wrestling matches over the years, of course, but that is definitely my favorite. I did a horrible job of selling the game. Yeah, it's bare minimum at most. Yeah. Jakes was like, yeah, I want to get that game. Man was like, yo, this guy in it, this guy in it, they ain't in it, he ain't in it. Nope, not him, not them, not them. And I was like, yeah, maybe not. history. I was gonna put Adrian Broner in there. Adrian Broner. Didn't he get beaten up by an old man or something? Like, Hogan is proud. Oh yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Sad news from the Hogan camp. Superb passing of the torch moment. Also, Hogan turning from heel to face and that handshake at the end. Incredible how the crowd turned up. Yeah, for sure, man. But it was just a moment. I think everybody just got so caught up in a moment, and especially, I mean, we know Hogan's been in WCW for like a while, and then he came back to WWE. But you know, a lot of people, like myself included, didn't watch WCW. So even though we knew he was there, we hadn't seen him for a long time, right? Because he hadn't really watched WCW like that. So he hadn't seen Hogan for the longest time. So him coming back, it's almost like he was just away. Forget WCW. It just felt like he was away, and then he came back, and he comes back as a heel with NWO rather, excuse me. You know, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, rest in peace, Scott Hall. And you know, they'll do that whole thing, and you know, having, and then yeah, of course, they're starting to feud with The Rock, talking about, oh yeah, you know, he's, and then that match being set up, and I mean, I feel like what people don't realize is, especially Hogan being an older wrestler by that point. I mean, I think at that point he was like in his 50s. Rock being still pretty much in his prime. For Hogan to look as good as he did in that match, Rock had to do some carrying, and because it's not so noticeable, at least not I remember. I'm not sure if I watched it again I might spot more things, but I think watched it for the first time, it's not so noticeable. It just goes a long way to showing how good that match was and how well everybody did in that match, both Hogan and The Rock, to make it look as it did. And yeah, it's just superb. Get some hate sales. Favorite wrestling match ever was Randy Macho Man Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I'm sure with AJ for real. That must have been, what, 93, 4, something like that, right about then, yeah? Yeah, man. The match was all the way back in WrestleMania. Oh, even going back, that must have been like 80 something then, WrestleMania 3. That would be like 88. WrestleMania 6 when there's Ultimate Warrior. Kinda. I mean, I would say I don't remember it because I didn't watch it at that time, but I have seen that match since then. So yeah, I know the one you're talking about. It was like for the Intercontinental Championship, and I think Ultimate Warrior won in the end. But yeah, they hugged it out and they were friends, and yeah. Main event to WrestleMania, after WrestleMania. Well, Hulk Hogan, The Rock says, how do you feel about headlining one more WrestleMania with The Rock? Oof. WrestleMania 3 was the early 80s. I was too young to remember it, but I saw it on video years later. Yeah, I think the first WrestleMania, I mean, I didn't watch it when it was on, but I know I've seen it like on VHS. Like you say, you can watch it later. Everything happened. But yeah, man, that was, I would say for me, like, I started knowing, I mean, I guess I started watching wrestling probably early-ish 90s. And as only because we didn't have Sky TV back then. I'd only ever see it like if somebody would lend me a video, or if you're at a friend's house, or somebody's house where they had Sky, and you might be able to watch it then. So I didn't watch it consistently in the 90s, and after a while, people kind of grew out of it. Nobody cares anymore, and because I didn't have Sky, I couldn't watch it. But then years later, when we finally got some extra TV channels, and it was like, oh yeah, start remembering about wrestling. I got back into it in a big way, but that would have been maybe late 90s where I started getting back into it, like maybe 97 or so. I think around 97, started getting back into it in a big way, and I was watching it pretty consistently up until around maybe 2003, 4-ish. It was a few years after The Rock left. I think The Rock left maybe 2001, 2002. Well, the first time he left, that is, anyway. Actually, no, I watched it up quite a while after that. I think I watched it up because he would have left, I think, around early 2000s, maybe 2002, 2003. And I think I watched it for at least a good 4 or 5 years afterwards, I think. And then I was kind of in and out a little bit for a while. Then I became a bit more consistent again. But yeah, I think in recent years, I haven't paid too much attention to wrestling. I still enjoy it. I don't hate it. It's just time and things that you got to do. Things get in the way, and something had to give, and that was it. That was it for me. But I do still follow a lot of the guys, all the wrestling guys on like Instagram and that kind of thing. So I do see some of the stuff that's still going on, but yeah. Haven't followed it properly, but yeah, man, just might see if I can get it. WrestleMania, was it April? I guess it is, but we'll see. Joyce, I'm just thinking, by the way, you said about doing a live stream of WrestleMania. That might be a bit difficult because it's on late WrestleMania, isn't it? It's on late, so I guess it could still be done, but it might have to be like a separate thing from the, you know what I mean? It might have to be a separate. We'll see anyway. We'll see how it works out. But yeah. Guess I can't make too many promises right now, but we'll see how that works out. Cyndi Lauper, yeah. Mr. T was on it as well. Mr. T teamed up with Hulk Hogan. That was the main event. It was like a tag team with Hulk Hogan and Mr. T versus, I forget their opponents. When he said wrestling, let's say predetermined. Because this was real, and anyone said it wasn't. It was prepared for hands. Hey, you know what? Wrestling is real. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Wrestling is real. Wrestling is as real as anything. Listen, when you're watching a match and you're just so invested in it, like, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's predetermined and it's staged and they plan things out and blah 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 blah. I know that. I'm not naive here, but when you're watching it and you're just so invested in the match and what's going on and their promos and everything else, that's real, man. That is as real as anything. That is as real as anything. You know, when Steve Austin gets run over in a car and you don't know who it is, who's the mysterious driver. That's real, man. That's real. Or when was it Undertaker getting buried alive? Oh, actually, you know what is definitely real? Mankind getting thrown off the top of the Hell in a Cell. That's real. Come on, man. That's real. But it's just like, I get it. Like it's not like boxing or whatever. It's staged, it's planned out, it's entertainment. But for me, I just feel like that doesn't make it fake. The fact that it's, you know, what it is, that doesn't make it fake for me. It's not like, you know, back in the 1940s or whatever, when everybody was trying to trick you into thinking it's something that it's not. You know, for wrestling for the longest time now hasn't really tried to convince anybody that it's anything but entertainment. You know, so people who watch wrestling, they know the score, they know what it's about, but you watch it anyway because what you feel, you know, that's real, man. That's real. May 39, Marcus WrestleMania goes to Hollywood is taking place April 1st, 2023. April Fool's Day, you know. Alright. Tiny Lister and Zeus. Yeah, man. Oof. Another legend gone. Refrigerator Perry also featured back in the day. Did you ever see the wrestling film Ready to Rumble 2000 about? Seems like wrestling fans are devastated by the ousting of their favorite characters. I don't believe I have seen that, actually. I don't believe I have. I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds interesting. Undertaker, don't you ever tell me that's not real. Exactly. Undertaker versus Underfaker. Huh? Use the body press, guys. You can see his victims giving him a help. Yeah, some of those moves that they do, especially as the wrestlers got older. Yeah, if you looking in the right place, you can tell where they're getting a lot of help. You can tell where they're getting a lot of help, especially like when they got like the older sort of 40, 50 plus year old wrestlers, and they're still trying to make them look as tough as ever. And bruh, and to be fair, you know, some of those older wrestlers could pull it off well. You know, some of the older wrestlers kept in good shape, you know, good health, and could pull it off well. But a few of them were like, you know what? I can tell you needed a lot of help. You needed a lot of help. Stone Cold, yeah, Boogeyman, The Fiend. Oh, Bray Wyatt, yeah. I think he's back in WWE now, actually. Triple X, King Booker, The Rock, Rey Mysterio. Five-time WCW champion. People say it's fake, but so also it's a movie. This all about exactly. This video strand I've seen. This one Goldberg did a jackhammer on the Big Show. Did I see that? I must have looked that up. I'm not sure if I did see it, I've forgotten it, but damn. Blood is real though. They use yes. I feel like, I mean, I've heard these days they don't do it as much though. Like I said, I haven't been watching wrestling too much lately in the last few years, but I've heard that these days they used to call it juicing. So here's a when I tell you how much I got into wrestling, by the way, listen, yeah, man knows the lingo. So yeah, it was called juicing, where you had like a hidden razor blade. Like usually, like the referee would have it, and then when they're ready, they will come over, they'll slip it to them. So and then they'll kind of cut their forehead or something like that. And there were some wrestlers who did it a lot, and you could tell like later on in life, like their whole forehead is just like proper mashup from where they've just cut themselves a lot over the years. But yeah, apparently they don't. They stopped doing it. They banned it now. Like, so you don't see it as much. Like the blood. If you do see someone bleeding, it's most likely they actually just got cut. You know, rather than they were cutting themselves. But yeah, back in the day, like back in like the sort of 90s wrestling, you know, especially when you see somebody with their whole face just covered in blood. Yeah, that was most likely somebody just cutting like a line just by where their hairline is, just sort of right about there where the hairline meets their forehead. They'll cut a line, and it'll just be, yeah, their whole face was just covered in blood, and just like all down their chest and everything. And yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, that was the one who just did it a lot. He did it a lot. You can see him, like, actually, I'm not sure if he's still alive, actually. I don't know. But yeah, the last pictures you see of him, like, the whole forehead was just like, and Devon, now you look at his forehead, it's been cut too much. Let's go and have a scar. Not my finest moment. Oof. Yeah. It's probably for the best they don't have it anymore, actually. I feel that's something that probably should have went. Yeah, that's something that I think should go. Let's go on his forehead. Yeah, they went PG because my man was running for Senate. They didn't want any blood. Yeah, so actually, but I think it wasn't just about that though. I mean, at least from what I understand of it, anyway. From what I understand, that was one of the reasons, but there was also things like sponsorship, and you know, they're getting different sponsors coming in, and of course, what they want to see and what they want to be associated with. So, like the Attitude Era, you know, which was sort of mid 90s to up until like maybe late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, that pretty much went. Like a lot of the madness they were doing in the Attitude Era just had to go because, like, yeah, Lynn McMahon's running for Senate. They're getting sponsors in who, you know, don't want to be associated with certain things. So yeah, it's went PG, and I think these days, though, at least again, not watching so much, so I don't know, but this is things that I'm hearing that it's not as PG right now. Apparently, it's not as PG right now, but yeah, there's still certain things they're not going to do. Like, I don't think they're doing the cutting anymore. They're probably not doing the nudity anymore. I don't think they're bringing that back. And you know what? To be honest, a lot of things they did back in the Attitude Era, excuse me, probably should stay there. Like, I thought there's a lot of things they did where they were like, you know what? Nah, don't bring that back. Don't bring that back. Like, when I heard Mr. McMahon got accused of sexual misconduct, I was like, I'm not even surprised, bruh. Not even surprised. Like, I'm not saying he did it. I don't know that. But that Attitude Era, the way things were going down there, I was like, I'm not even surprised. So yeah, there's certain things they probably shouldn't bring back. Because, like, boy, it was mad back then. It was mad. I mean, being a teenager at that time, though, of course, it was fun for me to watch. Thinking back of it now, certain things like, nah, it's best you don't. It's best you don't. So I'm saying storylines like when Mark Henry hooked up with Mae Young and came back. Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember when Mae Young flashed their boobs? Mae Young flashed their titties on one of the pay-per-views. They still do extreme wrestling in those smaller federations. Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. Yeah, when they don't have to worry about, you know, Coca-Cola pulling a plug on them, so they can, you know, smaller ones can do whatever they want. When they start getting sponsorship deals, you probably see that drying up too. Like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this so much. Andre the Giant, yeah, man. Legendary. Yeah, Flushing State, Mountains, Wrestlers, Gore as hell. J-Lo didn't love those puppies. He's off the method stroke. Yeah. In fact, he had a heart attack some years back as well. Like, so yeah, man, I hope he's doing all right. Puppies. Hey, listen, yeah, Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. Nah, you can't tell me there was a better combination than those two. They were like, you had Jim Ross, who was just so knowledgeable with wrestling history, wrestling moves, and then you had Jerry Lawler, who of course he former wrestler, so he knows what he's talking about. But he was almost like the polar opposite of those two, and their characters, they just went so well together. So for me, like, I feel like a lot of people would agree with this. Like, that combination of commentary was just spot on. That was just spot on. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler was just such a top tier combination for commentary. Oh God, yeah. Oh God, they broke him in half. He broke him in half. Oh man. All right, my voice gonna go. He broke him in half. He broke him in half. Oh God, he's throwing him out of him and he's walking him dry. He's out of ICU. We'll turn to the home for outpatient rehab for wisdom to speech. Including skills, also hopeful as well. That's good. But yeah. But speaking of Jerry the King, man, we gotta give a little respect to Grandmaster Sexy. Rest in peace. Man, Too Cool. Remember Too Cool? Rikishi, Scotty Too Hotty, and Grandmaster Sexy. Oh, that was a combination that probably shouldn't have worked, but it did. You know, especially like, Scotty Too Hotty and Grandmaster Sexy, they were together before, but adding Rikishi to the mix, that felt it's like it shouldn't have worked. It's a combination that should not have worked, but it did. It worked so well. It worked so well, and that was so iconic for like the dance moves, the worm, you know, the backing it up, you know. Hey, Too Cool and Rikishi were just Dre had yeah, he died, I think, in 90 without looking it up right now, but I think he died in the late 90s, but yeah. The Brain, Gorilla Monsoon were funny, but Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler were ace. Well, just Ventura with his Minnesota accent. It's got real Slavanaka. Ventura was great in commentary to me. Yeah, just Ventura, I think he was a commentator in the 80s, wasn't he? Chemistry, yeah, but the Brain was so funny. But you know, Michael Cole did alright still, or doing alright. I mean, when I was watching it, he was doing alright, and he did it. I thought Michael Cole didn't get the credit he deserved. Like, a lot of people just kind of took the piss out of Michael Cole, really. And you know, I get it. You know, he's kind of the easy guy to pick on, but you know, I feel like him and who was he? He was with Jerry Lawler for a while, and that was a pretty cool combination. Not as good as, you know, but it was still a pretty cool combination. But even after, you know, Jerry Lawler sort of commentating, of course, you know, Jim Ross was exited from the company. But yeah, I feel like Michael Cole did alright with the partners that he had. I mean, I don't think any of them was iconic, but Michael Cole himself, I feel like he did pretty well as a commentator. And Paul Heyman, yeah, Paul Heyman was really good at the microphone. I feel like Paul Heyman, in my opinion, is just one of the most entertaining microphone users, speakers, because like he has a really cool way of, you know, just drawing you into the things that he's saying. So I feel like him and Brock Lesnar was such a great combination, especially when they introduced him, because Brock Lesnar wasn't speaking so much at that time. And I feel like they should have kept it that way. Keep Brock Lesnar's speech to a minimum, and have Paul Heyman do the talking, because Paul Heyman was so good at building him up. And and I feel like a lot of people agree with this as well. Like, Paul Heyman was a big part of Brock Lesnar's early successes, because he was able to build him up so well. I don't get me wrong, Brock Lesnar, of course, did fine on his own when Heyman wasn't around, and I ain't saying that. But in terms of like the early stage of Brock Lesnar's career, Yeah, I feel like Paul Heyman was absolutely a massive part of how he became so big and how he managed to continue that momentum. So yeah, man like Paul Heyman. Gina, you guys remember Iron Shake? I don't remember. I know of him, but I would say I remember him. Kane and Undertaker, yeah, Brothers of Doom, no, Brothers of Destruction. Yeah, he's always on Twitter talking about how he's gonna beat up Hulk Hogan. Still to this day, till like even years later, he's like that jabroni Hulk Hogan. He's on Twitter every day like that. Yeah. Check out the funniest promos. Hey, speaking of funniest promos, absolute best promo, well, funniest promo I should say, in my opinion. It was on WCW though, not WWF or WWE. This was Booker T when he was talking to Hulk Hogan. And if you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. I'm not even gonna say it, but Booker T had a slip up when he was doing his promo to Hulk Hogan. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, big up Mean Gene for being able to just kind of casually go past it and not turn it into a big deal. He doesn't get enough credit for that. He doesn't get enough credit for that because it was a clear slip up, and Mean Gene was able to just like kind of continue and just like stay professional. So yeah, big up Mean Gene, man. Big up Mean Gene. We know. Yeah, except that wasn't quite a slip up though. That was just more of a very poor choice. That was just I mean, that wasn't even a good idea at the time. You know what I mean? That wasn't even a good idea at the time. That was just like, bro, who greenlit that? Who greenlit that? He was about, I watched him on House there and he's green nuts. Booker said the N-word once in a promo. I swear. Yeah. That was just wrong. Yeah. Could kill me with that. Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you. Oh yeah, was it? Yeah. Vince McMahon versus God. Yeah. They did another one like that. I think it was with Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I think they did stuff like that with Shawn Michaels. Like I think it was, I can't remember if it was Shawn Michaels versus God or Shawn Michaels and God. I can't remember what they did, but it was, yeah. I was like, dude, this is a bad idea. But that's what I mean about certain things from that era need to stay there. Like certain things in that era, it was, don't get me wrong, overall it was cool, it was fun, we're all into it. But yeah, certain things from that era just really need to stay there. They don't need to bring it all back. They really don't need to bring it all back. Macho Man, Randy Savage, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Received Ramu materia. I just gotta wait here, I guess. Can I go in? No, I can't go in. It won't talk to me. It won't talk to me. Alright. Okay, I think I'll go through now. Yeah, they just wanted to do a storyline where he got sent. Yeah, they never went through that, but yeah, and I heard about that. Yeah, Stephanie was right to veto that idea. That would have been a horrible idea. Well, I mean, I think to be fair, at the time we'd probably still be into it, but yeah, thinking back at it, nah, that would have been a horrible idea. Yes, to emphasize, he was the father son. Yeah, and he used to shake his head. Yeah, to spin a Rooney. But now, sideways, I thought that was like, yeah. This is a chocobo I prepared myself. He should do well. So remember how to write. Yeah, let me get a repeat. First press to choose either auto or manual. This lets you control the chocobo yourself or let it run on its own, but it's pretty hard to make the chocobo run the way you want it to. If the chocobo doesn't like you, it won't listen. Then you're stuck. But most of the chocobos have a mellow. I have a mellow and should be able to handle them. I think I'll stick to automatic. When you're riding, use square to speed up, X to slow down. If you go faster than the chocobo can handle, it will lose its stamina. Use the directional button to move, go right left, and use circle to get a boost. This makes your stamina run out faster. If I was a bad tempered copy paste. Stamina quickly. Those chocobos shows you see our manual to slow them down. When they had Booker T team up with Goldust, they were, yeah, I remember that. They worked well together as well. That's another one that they should not have worked well, but they did work so well together. What else I have seen Andre the Giant live to see the Colossus in person. Would have been unforgettable. Yeah, but I remember of him. I don't think I saw too many of his matches because that would have been at a period where I wasn't seeing wrestling as much as I'd like to. But yeah, he was in that movie Princess Bride. Cool film if you've not seen it. Alright. Which one am I? Oh, wait. I'm not sure if I'm manual or automatic right now. Okay. Why's my stamina running down so low, though? Why am I running so slow? Man, that sucks. Is it code to destroy? Okay. So what, I gotta keep doing this until I win or something, like. I don't understand why my stamina was running so low though. Like, let me check I read this right. Yeah, let me check this again. So I want it on auto, okay. Yeah, square speed up, extra slow down. I got that. Am I supposed to get those things, or? Where am I go? I don't understand why I'm going so slow on this thing. I'm pressing these buttons to flipping out, man. I think I did a little bit better this time around, though. As a kid, I was really fascinated with people that suffered from gigantism, like Andre the Giant and that dude from James Bond, Richard Keel, also known as Jaws. Surprised you don't have the name Big Jacob in that case. Although, LJ, for sure, and the alternative. You, Big Jacob. Well, when you put it that way. I think I'm gonna edit my name. You know, the GTA. Oh, and then. Man, why do I have to win this though? Like, this is long. I haven't even been able to save. I don't wanna. This is what sucks about this game sometimes. Like, the time in between saves could be ridiculous. Like, I don't wanna. Shit, man, it's late. I wanna go to bed. I don't wanna. I don't know, maybe I should try manual this time round. Let's try a manual one. Okay. Oh, why are you slowing down now, though? Come on, 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 come on. Ah, yes, got it. Oof. Just. There we go. There we go. All right, yeah. Oof. Now that you won, I'm granting you and your friends a full pardon and setting you all free. So all we have to do is win a chocobo race to win or earn our freedom. And by way of apology, I have a little gift for you to use on your journey. So I couldn't be there to tell you this in person, but I'm a very busy man. Sincerely, Dio. A gift? This is great. The assistant manager just stopped by and dropped off a buggy. Now we can go over deserts and rivers, no problem. Ooh. I'll be waiting outside. Then that's it continues. P.S. I recently met Sephiroth. I'll bet he's pretty popular with the boys your age. Interesting. Why don't you get his autograph? He was heading towards Gongaga, south of the river. I need to write that down because... Oh. I need to write that down. Because, yeah. All right. There we go. There we go. Who's in the character? All right. Let me build up Kate Sif for a second. How to drive the buggy. Press X to get on and off. Oh, press X to get on, press O to get off. Buggies can cross shallow rivers and deserts. You can even enter Costa del Sol by Junon by buggy, by hitching a ride on the cargo ship. Alright, let me save. Let me save. right. Kent Paul, yeah, the lawyer, wasn't it? All right, I think that's going to be enough gaming for today. It is almost 12. And I just got through. I've been playing this game for nearly 19 hours, yeah. And I think I'm still on what would have been the first disc. Like this bit right here, I'm pretty sure this is still the first disc. But yeah. Appreciate coming through, Ben. Good night. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be ending the stream soon, actually, so it's probably a good time to be good nighting. But yeah, man, that was a little bit of Final Fantasy VII. How long was it actually? Just about 3 hours, I think, of Final Fantasy VII. Well, not quite. I think I was on the chat for a little bit as well, but hey. But yeah, man, that was cool. That was cool. Talked a little bit. Talked a bit about wrestling. Talked a bit about undisputed boxing and the lack of boxers that are in the game. We had some fun today. Well, I think we have fun all the time when we stream. I have fun. Hopefully you're having fun too. But yeah, so the next live stream should be on Monday, and that is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I think after that, yeah, we'll do like the alternating TV stuff. But yeah, I'll pull up like a poll maybe on the channel and see which TV show we start with. But like I said, it's probably gonna be something from Disney Plus, because they have all the cool older stuff that I think would be good to do for that type of thing. And yeah, try and make time to watch Train for Busan. Try and make time for that. So in fact, we'll see. Maybe I might be able to get time tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, you have been awesome as always. Oh, by the way, real quick before I go, so I have this pop shield that I use. So I've just taken it off because, well, I didn't take it off, it fell off, and I just haven't put it back on. So I'm gonna say a few words, and I want you to let me know how it sounds. Like, do you hear any, in particular, do you hear any distinct kind of breathy, poppy noises? So I'm gonna say a few words, and let me know how it comes across. So this is me a bit closer to the mic. Pop, 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 pop. Like, let me know how that sounds, right? And then this is me at about a regular distance. Pop, 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 pop. So let me know how that sounds from like closer. Pop, pop, pop. Regular distance. Pop, pop, pop. Like, do you hear any like very distinct, like explosive, poppy kind of noises, especially when I'm saying like pop? Like, do you hear anything like that on either the closer one or the regular distance? Because depending on what you hear will determine whether I bother to put this thing back on or not. That's why I'm asking, because it is a bit cumbersome having this on it, and if it doesn't make a massive difference, I won't bother put it on. But if it does actually make a difference, then yeah, I'll just put up with it. So yeah, let me know how that sounds. That'd be much appreciated. I think Brax is saying it sounds good. Cool. Sounds good without from Lil Jacob. Awesome. So that's a couple of positives. All right, cool. In that case, I won't bother with this. For whatever this does, I guess it's not adding enough to, yeah. So we good without it, which means I don't need to bother with this whole thing, because I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it's just a bit cumbersome having it on and then have it in, and then this bit sticks out and it's kind of in the way. So yeah, if it doesn't make a difference, or at least doesn't make a significant difference, we good. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, next live stream Monday, and in the meantime, I don't know, maybe I post a video, maybe I won't, but yeah, hopefully be seeing Ant-Man tomorrow. It sounds really slightly different, but nothing major. Okay, cool. If it's, yeah, as long as it's not bad, I guess that's the main thing, really. As long as it still sounds pretty decent and, you know, doesn't hurt your ears or anything, and then we're doing all right. But yeah, hopefully we're watching Ant-Man tomorrow. I've heard a few things about it, which, oh, I won't say that. And I don't know if you guys are planning on seeing it, but I won't say that. And or I'm going to try and go into that movie with as little expectations as possible, and try and just appreciate it for what it is, or for what it's, or you know, not appreciate it if it is bad. But yeah, I've heard some opinions on it. I don't know what happens, but I have heard some people's opinions on it. So I'm gonna try and not let that color my view, and just go in and see what I think. But yeah, until then, until whenever. That's not how it goes. Until whenever, if ever. Peace.